Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bishop Kearney High School, the site of this afternoon's Section 5 Class C matchup between the host BK Kings and Leroy. Leroy trying to remain unbeaten with a win here this afternoon, while BK trying to get back on track. Alex Brasky with you here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Excited to take you through this afternoon's action. Thank you for joining us. So here's Leroy to kick it away. Jack Curran will provide the boot. And Bishop Kearney will return the short kick. No roster for Bishop Kearney here this afternoon, so we do apologize to any fans from that school tuning in. But we will provide you the names for the Oaken Knights. We'd like to thank Genesee Community College, one of our sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast. GCC, proud sponsor here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. If you're looking for careers in health and physical education, GCC is your place to be. So here's Bishop Kearney on the opening drive. Leroy begins on defense, and a nice stand there provided by this Oaken Knights front. Looked like it was Daniel O'Gene in there on the tackle amongst a host of others, along with Holden Sullivan, one of the players that we interviewed on an episode of Inside High School Sports this week. You can check that out on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. Talked with head coach Mike Humphrey in his first season. He has this Leroy team out to an unbeaten start, and they sit atop the Class D standings, so all is good in Oaken Knight country under Coach Humphrey. So 2nd and 10 here for Bishop Kearney. They drop back to pass, rolling out and looking to run as the quarterback and delivering quite the blow. Truck stick on Drew Strollo that is, but nice tackle made nonetheless. It's going to be near first down yardage, but not quite there. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Some physicality being displayed in the early going here. So BK back to work. 3rd and 1 coming up. Toss to the right. Running back wearing number 58 for Bishop Kearney. Not often you see that. And number 56 for Leroy, Simeon Fisher, bursts in for the tackle, and that's a loss on the play. Going to bring it back to a 4th and 4 for Bishop Kearney. The Leroy defense standing tall on the 3rd and short, forcing BK into a tough situation here on 4th down. So here's the 4th and 4 for BK at the 42-yard line of the Kings. High snap, corralled by the quarterback, and that's going to be enough for first down yardage. Great athleticism shown by this BK QB. And a fresh set of downs coming up for the Kings here. BK still in search of their first victory, but off to a good start here this afternoon. Alejandro Espinoza, the quarterback, showing some great talent here in the early going, and we'll see if BK can keep it alive. 1st and 10, ball near midfield at about the 49.5-yard line. Espinoza back to throw, and it's complete. Colby Spate on the reception, as we have a Coach Carlissi helping us with the names here for BK. Who's on that reception, Coach? Colby Spate, number 11. I'll try to remember these names and numbers as we go, but there's certainly some talent on this BK side. Without a win, but not without some athleticism and strength, as we've seen put on display here in the early going. Inside 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Looked like the ball came out for a moment, but Espinoza able to regain possession. It's a loss on the play of about 3rd and 7 coming up now for BK. So Leroy trying to hold firm here as BK is on the move inside enemy territory. Espinoza under center. 3rd and 7 takes the snap. He's pressured and brought down. Sack created by the Oweka Knights defense. Drew Strollo in there to make the tackle along with Peter Clark. And that's going to bring it back to a 4th and long, so a promising drive start for BK goes to waste as the sack on 3rd down makes it a 4th and 15 with 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'll see what BK elects to do. Certainly a punting situation here as they are well back behind the sticks. Espinoza back to kick it away for BK. Calling for an extra player. BK one man short here with the punting unit. We'll run him out there and we'll get the punt here momentarily. Espinoza takes the snap, high kick toward the Leroy sideline, goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. That's where Leroy will begin its drive. So we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Summit Family Dental Care, offices in Warsaw and Geneseo. You can visit them online at summitfamilydentalcare.com. Also, Bill Fox Construction since 1990. Bill Fox and Son has been providing construction and remodeling services in Leroy. So here are the Oweka Knights to begin their drive. 1st and 10. And they run it with Strollo. Strollo into the secondary, dodging tackler, still on his feet, inside BK territory, trying to find the left sideline. What a gain for Drew Strollo on the Knights' first play from scrimmage. Leroy already inside the 10-yard line. So the Knights go to the ground on 1st down, and Drew Strollo bites off a big chunk of yardage. It's already 1st and goal for Leroy. Under center is Tommy Canadorio. Looked like Leroy jumped early there. And they did. False start on the Oweka Knights. Going to be a 1st and 15 now for Leroy. So the Oweka Knights going the wrong direction here, but still in good position following the big gain from Canadorio. Leroy back to work after the penalty. Jude Sherman takes the toss, looking for the pylon. Doesn't need it. He cruises into the end zone for the Leroy touchdown. Oweka Knights ahead 6-0 with 5:38 remaining in the opening quarter. Jude Sherman about 15 yards for the score. This game also brought to you by Bubba's Landscape. Walkways, retaining walls, hardscapes, landscape, tree and shrubs, bed maintenance, lawn care, and fertilization. Bubba's Landscape can do it all in Leroy. Curran on for the point after. Canadorio will hold. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and through. Excuse me, no good. Looked to be good from here, but clearly no good, as Leroy's lead remains 6-0. Also, this game brought to you by St. Anne's Community at the Greens. A full range of amenities and services allow you to live comfortably, safely, and independently. An independent senior living community, that's St. Anne's Community at the Greens. Also, the Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York, Dr. George Vito, providing his services at 8745 Lake Street Road in Leroy. Also at 34 Swan Street in Batavia. Your hometown foot and ankle care is now in Batavia. So awaiting the kickoff following the Leroy touchdown from Sherman. Point after from Curran was no good. So it remains 6-0 here on the SUNY Genesee Community College scoreboard. Explore careers in health and physical education. Learn more at genesee.edu/phys ed. So 5:38 in the first. Leroy will kick it back to Bishop Kearney, who started its first drive on the move but stalled out after a big sack created on third down, brought it back to a 4th and 15, and they were forced to punt it away. Espinoza drops the kickoff and is subsequently tackled by Xavier Walker. Nice special teams coverage provided by the Leroy kicking unit. Here's BK back on offense. Espinoza hands it off. Nowhere to go. Nice tackle. Made it there at the line of scrimmage by Simeon Fisher. About a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up for BK. BK taking its time in the huddle, trying to work that time of possession against this high-powered Knights offense. Sometimes your best defense is a good offense, and BK trying to work that strategy here. Worked well to start that first drive. And this time the ball comes out. Looked like BK fell on it. That's going to be a loss on the play of about 7. Going to bring up 3rd and 16. So 3rd and 16 coming up for Bishop Kearney. If you're just joining us, Jude Sherman, the opening score for Leroy, has made it 6-0. This is our 3rd game of the week here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. We started on Thursday night with a York Pavilion win over Notre Dame. Then last night we watched Attica Alexander take care of Livonia. And now Leroy trying to remain unbeaten against Bishop Kearney. Espinoza back to throw, launches it deep down the middle of the field, overthrown and incomplete. Clock comes to rest with 3:32 remaining in the opening quarter. It's going to be 4th and 16 coming up for Bishop Kearney. BK short on the punting unit once again. And a timeout called by the Kings. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than Genesee Community College. Whether you dream of teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit genesee.edu/phys ed. Also, Summit Family Dental Care. Their dentists and staff are committed to giving you the best dental experience that Warsaw has to offer. Like any trusting relationship, their care begins with getting to know each other. Their highest priority is providing the quality dental services you deserve in a comfortable, convenient atmosphere. Call their Warsaw location at 786-3676 or visit them online at summitfamilydentalcare.com. So back to action. Out of the BK timeout, the Kings will punt it away. Back to return for Leroy is Strollo alongside Xavier Walker. It's a short kick. It goes off a Kings player and comes to rest at the BK 39-yard line. 3:24 remaining in the opening quarter now. Leroy set to take over on offense. This game also brought to you by Bill Fox Construction. Call Bill Fox & Son Construction and Remodeling since 1990, serving their community. Call Bill Sr. for a free estimate, 356-4992. So here's Leroy back to work. Conandorio out of the shotgun. Man in motion is Strollo. Fake the handoff. Conandorio takes it up the middle, and he is gone. Conandorio, one play, and into the end zone. It is now 12-0 Leroy. This game also brought to you by Bubba's Landscape. Do you need landscaping services for your home or business? Count on Bubba's Landscape in Leroy. Bubba's working on residential and commercial landscapes throughout Western New York. Whether you need your driveway shoveled or new flower beds for your front lawn, you can count on Bubba's superior attention to detail, timely completion, and competitive rates for any type of landscaping work you may need. Get an estimate today. Call 768-6578 to schedule landscaping and lawn maintenance for your home or business. It's Bubba's Landscape in Leroy. Conandorio holds it. Kick from Curran is a line drive and through for the PAT. 13-0. Mowacan Knights lead. Also, we'd like to thank St. Anne's of Leroy, situated on 11 acres. St. Anne's Community at the Greens offers spacious, comfortable, independent living apartments for seniors interested in leaving their worries behind. That's St. Anne's of Leroy. Also, Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. Dr. George Vito has over 30 years of experience and strives to deliver the best ankle and foot care in Western New York. Podiatry services for Leroy, Buffalo, Dunkirk, Angola, and Batavia. Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York are the physicians to turn to for reliable ankle and foot services in the area. Visit them online at ankleandfootcentersofwesternnewyork.com. That might be the longest URL I've ever seen in my life. Or call today, a location near you. I didn't even know they made URLs that long. So here's Leroy set to kick it away following their second touchdown of the first quarter, which has increased their lead to 13-0 with 3:14 remaining in the opening frame. That score and time brought to you by SUNY GCC. Explore careers in health and physical education. Learn more at genesee.edu/phys ed. So here's the kick from Curran. And BK on the return. Big hit delivered on the coverage. It was Daniel O'Gene in there to make the tackle for Leroy. So BK will start its drive at its own 30-yard line, trying to get on the board here in the opening quarter. Espinoza waiting the snap, takes it. It's a low, but nice job reeling it in, and now he's on the run. Runs out of bounds after a good gain on first down of about 5 yards. Espinoza has been a bright spot for BK here this afternoon. Timeout called by the Kings. We'll take a quick break. BK back to work out of the timeout, facing a 2nd and 5. Trying to keep the drive alive here. Espinoza out of the pistol formation. Who's the running back? Who's the running back? Espinoza back to throw. And he is brought down by a swarm of Leroy defenders and a number of tacklers in on the play. Calco Ketis, also Jude Sherman in on the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
The running back is Yamir El-Sador.
El-Sador on the run and runs into a brick wall. Huge hit delivered by Daniel O'Gene, and that brings the ball carrier down at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 10 coming up for BK.
Somehow get out there to block 34. He's the kid causing the trouble on the outside. See, they're shifting with the power.
BK will keep the offense on the field, facing a 4th and 10. Espinoza, pistol formation, rolling out, looking to throw. Instead, he'll pull it down, nowhere to run. He's tripped up by Strollo. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Ball going back to the Oaken Knights.
He needs about 2 seconds more and he can hit Kobe on a quick slant.
First and 10 for Leroy. Conandorio back to throw. Deep down the middle of the field. Easy does it for Leroy. Another one play, one touchdown drive for the Oaken Knights. As that was an easy pitch and catch from Conandorio to Adrian Stevens. It's now 19-0. Kick is up and through. 20-0. Leroy in the lead. Still in the first quarter. Once again, this game brought to you by Genesee Community College, Summit Family Dental Care, Bill Fox & Son Construction and Remodeling, Bubba's Landscape, St. Anne's Community at the Greens, Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. And that'll do it.
Move him up again. Move him up. Move the back side, the back line up. You can't kick it over their head.
Here's the kick from Leroy. Bobbled. Picked up by Espinoza. He's tripped up. Good coverage from Walker. 57 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. First and 10 coming up for BK. Started that first drive on the move, but since then they've had nothing going. The Leroy defense making some adjustments and making things difficult on the Kings here this afternoon throughout the first quarter. Espinoza out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw, flings it out, and it's incomplete.
The worst furniture slot was wide open and then he threw it to the wrong guy.
So second and 10 coming up for BK. Espinoza takes the snap. Under duress, gets it away, and it's intercepted. Leroy on the pick. It's Luke Lathan intercepting it, and Leroy will take back over.
Right up the middle. Right over the guard. The right guard. 51, I think it was, they got him. Gotta go on two. They're teeing off.
So Leroy back to work on offense. Already leading 20-0. Last touchdown came through the air from Conan Dorio to Adrian Stevens, deep down the middle of the field. Haven't seen anything from lead running back Tony Piazza here this afternoon, but he is out there in a split shotgun formation. Conan Dorio going deep down the left sideline. Jump ball incomplete. Connor Hedgeman tried to come up with the 50-50 ball, but unable to haul it in, and it falls incomplete. Clock remains at a standstill with 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Conan Dorio under center, Piazza behind him as the lone setback, but now motion, and they run it behind that motion with Piazza into the secondary, spinning across the 15, nearing the 10-yard line. Able to get there. It's going to be first and goal for the Knights. And the clock will wind here with 25 seconds remaining in the opening frame. We'll see if Leroy runs another play. It appears as if they will. Piazza in the backfield again. Man in motion is Sherman. Fake the handoff to Piazza. Conan Dorio looking to throw, just out of the reach of Sherman. My apologies on the camera work. Clock did not expire in the first quarter. There are indeed 4 seconds still remaining in this opening frame. As Leroy continuing to work the passing game here. Second and goal. Conan Dorio looking to throw once again. This time he'll pull it down and run into the end zone for the touchdown. Time does expire in the first quarter as Leroy takes a 26-0 lead over Bishop Kearney. Kick is up, kick is through. 27-0 Leroy. And we will begin the second quarter of play. We'll be right back here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. right, Leroy set to kick it away here, leading 27-0. Quite the performance from Leroy in the early going. They've had everything working: passing game, running game, defense, special teams. Quite the showing for the Oaken Knights, trying to remain unbeaten in Class C.
Back line is back too far. Are these guys dumb or what?
Curran will kick it away. And a flag.
No, they were offsides. They've been offsides all day, but they ain't calling it.
Offside on Leroy on the kickoff. Not often you see that, but we do see it here in this 27-0 game.
Usually it's the guy that's 3 or 4 in on our side of the field, but he's been offsides all day.
So the Oaken Knights will try it again here. Knights on the retreat, able to corral the kick. Knights in pursuit, and they bring down the ball carrier at the 9-yard line. That's where the Kings will begin their drive. 1st and 10 coming up for Bishop Kearney. So Bishop Kearney beginning its drive at its own 9-yard line. Espinoza out of the shotgun. And somebody jumped early. A penalty flag.
We had no play on it.
And they're going to call the official all the way in from the far side to sort it out. Got to make sure you get it right here. Official still sorting it out. Four of the 5 officials trying to figure out who jumped early here. Oh, and it's on the Knights. So 1st and 5 coming up now for Bishop Kearney as they benefit from the offside penalty. So BK will reset. Now 1st and 5. Espinoza once again. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Flings it out into the flat, and it's complete. A good gain for the Kings of 4 yards. Brings it up to a 2nd and 1. So BK moving in the right direction to begin this drive, benefiting from the Knights' penalty and now the completion. We'll see if the Kings can cross into Leroy territory here. It's been a struggle for them offensively. This Knights defense remaining stout as they have throughout the season. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Leroy's defensive front with the penetration. It's Jace Penapento in there to make the stop. It's going to be 3rd and 1, no gain on the play.
Try to play with the motion come towards our bench and roll Alejandro to the left. Yeah. Hopefully we won't lose our yards here.
Back to throw, Espinoza lofting it up,
He's not looking underneath.
and Leroy knocks it down, incomplete.
Not looking. He was open.
4th and 1 coming up. So a 4th down coming up for Bishop Kearney. And it's a bad snap. Espinoza able to pick it up off the bounce, now on the run. But the tackle's made by Leroy. We'll see if he got enough for the 1st down. And it appears as if he did. 1st down for Bishop Kearney.
He's getting beat up. Don't run him this time. Don't run him this time. He just took a good hit.
So BK trying to remain on the move. Espinoza goes to the air, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Kings.
We can get a block on the edge.
Here's BK, 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Leroy leading 27-0 here in the opening half.
Hurry up.
Snap. BK going to the air. And Espinoza just lets it go near the goal line. See if they call it a fumble or an incompletion. It's a fumble and a touchdown for Leroy. 33-0. So Leroy remaining dominant here this afternoon. Defense, offense, special teams, they've controlled this one. The route is on here at BK. Curran on for the point after. It's up and through, 34-0 Leroy. That score update brought to you by Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit genesee.edu/phys ed. Also, Summit Family Dental Care. Their dentists and staff are committed to giving you the best dental experience that Warsaw has to offer. Like any trusting relationship, their care begins with getting to know each other. Their highest priority is providing the quality dental services you deserve in a comfortable, convenient atmosphere. Call their Warsaw location at 786-3676 or visit them online at summitfamilydentalcare.com. Also, Bill Fox and Son Construction and Remodeling. Since 1990, Bill Fox and Son is serving their community. Call Bill Sr. for a free estimate, 356-4992. Here's Leroy set to kick it away following their latest score, this time of the defensive variety. Following the fumble from Espinoza. Wasn't quite sure who recovered that fumble in the end zone. 9 minutes remaining in the opening half. Snap, Espinoza looking to throw, and it's incomplete. Looks like they've decided to go with the running clock here in the first half. Espinoza collects the snap, evading pressure, and runs it out of bounds. 3rd and 20 coming up. This game also brought to you by Bubba's Landscape. Do you need landscaping services for your home or business? Count on Bubba's Landscape in Leroy, working on residential and commercial landscapes throughout Western New York. Whether you need your driveway shoveled or new flower beds for your front lawn, you can count on Bubba's superior attention to detail, timely completion, and competitive rates. Third and 20. Bishop Kearney looking to throw. Espinoza launching it down the field. High arching pass, and it's complete. What a throw from Espinoza deep down the sideline. And BK is on the move.
That's Colby Spate.
Colby Spate on the reception. What a throw from the BK quarterback. Espinoza. And it looks like Spate is down on the field injured, unable to make it to the sideline. Hoping for the best for that young man. Clock stops with 6:34 remaining in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. But first, we'll tell you about St. Anne's of Leroy. Situated on 11 acres, St. Anne's Community at the Greens offers spacious, comfortable, independent living apartments for seniors interested in leaving their worries behind. Also, Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. Dr. George Vito has over 30 years of experience striving to deliver the best ankle and foot care in Western New York. Ankle and Foot Care Centers of Western New York offers podiatry services for customers in Leroy, Buffalo, Dunkirk, Angola, and Batavia. Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York has the physicians to turn to for reliable ankle and foot services in the area. We gotta eliminate some of the ankle and foot from that ad read. A little bit too much ankle and foot there. Visit them online at the longest URL in history, Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York.com, or call today, a location near you. Dr. George Vito does a great job, and like I said, over 30 years of experience. So following the long completion, BK on the move, Spate able to make his way off the field, appears to be okay, talking with athletic trainers on his feet, hoping for the best for him, as I said before. BK back to work. Ball comes out, Leroy recovers, scoop and score for the Knights. Touchdown, Leroy. This time it's Jace Dedrewski getting in on the action. 40-0, Leroy. 5:50 remaining in the second. Snap, kick. Good. 41-0. We'll take a quick break. Here's Curran on for the kick. Clock continuing to roll here. I'm going to have to update that. Tackle is made with 4:40 remaining in the second quarter. .445. .41 Leroy. Bishop Kearney back on the attack. Snap. Back to throw is Espinoza. Over the middle, his receiver fell down and almost made the catch. That would have been a heck of a catch. to no avail as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10. 3.5 minutes remaining. Espinoza hands it off. Nowhere to run. Big tackle made by Leroy's Liam Luke. 3rd and 12.
Too many guys, yeah, really nobody else over there, right? No, that's fine. I was just checking. The only other one would be Aggie.
And the clocks, or excuse me, the officials blow the play dead and the clock comes to a stop. And play resumes. 3rd and 12 coming up for the Kings. Espinoza launching it up for grabs. And Leroy comes away with it. Interception for Xavier Walker. And the Knights take back over. Another injury for the Kings. Take a quick break here.
be a tight end.
'So Leroy will begin the drive. After the interception from Walker, Canadorio hands it off to Sherman, bursting into the secondary, untouched. Finally tackled at about the 22-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Knights. .45 seconds remaining this first half. Leroy trying to punch it in for another score. Conadorio hands it off. Sherman again on the run. This time tackled after a gain of 8. And it appears as if that's going to do it for the first half. Leroy will head to halftime with a 41-0 lead over host Bishop Kearney. We'll be back for the second half of action on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. All right, we are back. Sorry for my tardiness. It was like a fight at the bat rack to get into the bathroom. But we are indeed here for the second half of action. Leroy leading Bishop Kearney 41-0. We'll reset our time and down and distance. Get you back involved here.
Not having that middle linebacker is killing us.
First and 10 coming up for Leroy here in the third quarter.
I'm saying this is, we're weak as it is, and we're weak, really weak without.
Going with a running clock here at BK. Well advised as this one's gotten a bit out of hand. Winless team taking on an unbeaten team.
Put them in the middle and give up the boundary here to the short side.
Leroy tosses it out to Jude Sherman on the run into the secondary. Good gain for Sherman.
Yeah, Gio.
Another first down for the Knights.
You gotta get him out. He's a pretender.
New quarterback in for Leroy. Don't have a name for that young man as he's not on the roster. We'll figure that out for you. Hey, who's the new quarterback in for Leroy? Brady McClurg. Thank you. Brady McClurg calling the signals for the Oaken Knights now. As the wind is picked up here, it's a brisk wind. Getting chilly in the press box, although the sun is out. No sun shining in the press box. McClurg under center, hands it off. Sherman. First down.
Now they're standing up anyway. On the snap, we're standing up. You'll see it. It's self-preservation. Look, they're not even getting in the three-point stance.
Ball comes out. Looks like Bishop Kearney's got it. And they do. Kings take over after the turnover from the Knights. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Genesee Community College, Summit Family Dental Care, Bill Fox & Son Construction and Remodeling, Bubba's Landscape, St. Anne's Community at the Greens, and Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York.
Nobody's on the slot.
Kings on offense, and
They got nobody on their slot.
too many men, it looked like. They'll get one off and resume play. Espinoza looking to throw. It's complete. Short gain. Second down coming up. Bishop Kearney on the run, but eventually the tackle made by Merritt Holly. 3rd and 5 coming up. Gain of 3. And an injury. Back to action. Espinoza back to throw to the far side, and it's complete. Good gain for BK down the far sideline. Down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Kings. Espinoza takes the snap, runs it himself. Eventually brought down by a host of Leroy tacklers. In there on the stop was Gunnar Elquist. 2nd down and 2. Snap. Espinoza back to throw. Flushed out. Incomplete.
You call all slants? Okay, because the kid on this side ran a hitch. Tell these guys to quit worrying about shaking hands on the way out the field. Just get off the field. He's seeing if he's agreeing with it.
Espinoza on the run. This time brought down near the sideline by Leroy's Jacob Eiton.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and 1. He's down though. Right now he's down.
First down for the Kings.
Oh, they gave us the first down.
Nice tackle made there by Merritt Holly.
Coach, if you run this inside guy right here in front of our bench on a post, he's wide open. Look, he's wide open. He's not looking at him. He's not looking. If you tell him this close side, he's wide open on a post.
It's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth. Leroy ahead 41-0.
Now you're going to get a chance to talk to him now anyways. I put Colby or Maddox over there just to make sure they caught it. Now you get the same thing. Look at where the safety is. He's over here next to us. Because of the two. That kid's on an island by himself, and if they run right at him, you got it.
Ready for the fourth quarter.
Goes, he's wide open.
Kings in Leroy territory, and Knights jumped early.
They went outside.
We've already started the clock, so 11 minutes remaining here.
Did the kid out there catch?
Espinoza looking to throw over the middle, and it's complete. Nice gain for the Kings. First down.
Stay with the two receivers on our side, because that brings the safety. That'll bring the safety over to this way. Yep, look, here he comes. There it is.
BK back to throw. The pressure's on, and the ball comes out. Kicked around. BK falls on it, but a sack there for the Knights, and they're on the tackle. Liam Luke and Gunnar Alquist.
He's hurt.
Looks like Espinoza is down.
He's buried into the ground. That's his shoulder. That's got to be a shoulder.
We'll be right back.
He's hurt. I haven't seen him move yet.
No, either way.
Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's moving.
Yeah.
Is it his arm?
Yeah. Looks like it's right now.
As long as it's his right arm. He's left-handed.
Piers Espinoza is okay. BK back to work here with a new quarterback. Clock's running inside 9 minutes to go. Hear the planes overhead here.
The blast ain't going to work today. They're having a blast.
Espinoza back in there at quarterback. Good to see. Dropping back, going deep down the middle, and it's broken up. Nice play from Xavier Walker.
He stopped running this bad. If you're going to throw to that side, get somebody who knows what the hell they're doing because it's a touchdown. He ran a shit pad.
Espinoza going deep again. And this time it's broken up by Jacob Eiton. Knights take back over.
Okay, if anything, coach, you're going to go after 9 for not going after it. It wasn't his fault. 9 didn't go after the ball. He had alligator arms.
Sherman on the run into the secondary, down the sideline. He could be gone. He is. Touchdown, Leroy.
Somebody sent him. I don't know why. They sent him up the middle, and they gave the whole right side away. Unless he went on his own. He still got you. Let's be careful. Every time we get a good game like that, he comes after us up the middle, so be careful.
Good tackle made there by Leroy's Gunnar Alquist. He's had a nice second half.
Yeah, because he was pitter-pattered. He could have got more if he didn't pitter-patter. Come this way. Come this way. Run it this way.
One minute to play. Another injured player on the field. Looks like the Kings are going to try to help him up, but no, he's going to stay down. Unfortunate. "24 seconds left. Once again, we'll thank our sponsors: Genesee Community College, Summit Family Dental Care, Bill Fox & Son Construction and Remodeling, Bubba's Landscape, St. Anne's Community at the Greens, and Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. And that's going to do it here as they left the clock running, and we have reached the end of the game. Leroy wins it 48-0. Thank you for joining us on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. We'll see you next time.